Hi, everybody. Oh, fuck. Shit. 1 second, I gotta hit. I almost forgot to do a thing. Right, hopefully you can hear things and stuff.
Yes. Right there.
Bro,
Invisible.
let me finish my pizza.
You know, fair.
Pizza party. Let's go. Hey. Yeah. Sounds good, yay.
You feel sick.
Yeah, I had to fix that quickly. I'm glad I noticed before we actually started. We're waiting on some other people before they say we can start.
I'm gonna feel so bad for you. Dude, I told you not to and you still do it.
Well, it should be fine. There's
It's fine.
no combat. Question mark.
I hope.
Shouldn't be. Oh,
The
Epilogue combat.
oh.
Epilombat.
the only way I foresee it is if somebody just won't leave Nyx alone.
Yeah, fair.
Did you roll for the thing today?
I almost set into the
Oh, I didn't. Do you want to roll for me?
Okay.
My
Hey,
dice is on the.
Chaos, someone in
So
chat, can
we'll
you
say
like roll the d20 for me?
Above 10, it's loaded. Below 10, it's unloaded.
Good exclamation point d20. 18.
Then the gun is loaded today.
Oh man.
guys.
So, if anybody tries something, he will have a gun.
Wait, so does he have the gun right now? Wait, I can't even hear.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm asking questions while I'm taking this off. That is ridiculous. Ah, yes. Logic. So does he have the gun on him right now?
Yes.
He always has the gun on him.
He always has the gun. Just in
It's whether
case
it's
he can't
loaded
get
or
to
not.
Ayna, that's why it is. Yeah, it's always whether or not it's loaded.
You need a toggle that gets rid of the gun for reasons that I do not. I'm sorry, no.
Out of all of the things that you could probably steal off Nyx, that would arguably be the hardest.
Easily. Oh fuck, never mind. Ayna doesn't. Fuck you, Ayna.
You know.
One of the things Ayna probably would not let someone just pick off of him is his gun.
Sleight of hand. She doesn't need it for long. Just not exactly the gun.
She just needs to shoot someone. If you need the gunpowder, that's what these are. It's vials filled with gunpowder.
Easier. I can't wait to explode.
So when do we
And
just
then make your
get her own gun? Give Fable a gun.
I don't think it's a good idea. I'm not
And
gonna
it's not a good idea at all, but
Oh, absolutely not. Terrible idea. However, funny.
funny.
I mean,
Well,
when
if we
Ayna
fight
becomes
anybody-
his gun.
yeah. Also, if you fight anybody who has a gun, we kill them. There you go, free gun.
Yeah, true.
Though, you could... I think Odie wants to get rid of the rifle, so you can always talk to Odie.
Oh my god.
Fable already has a plan for character stuff. It's gonna.
Oh, rip.
No!
Oh no. Myth, no. Rip.
What the fuck?
I
Rest in
can't believe
pepperoni
it.
pizza.
Oh god, I'm laughing about this, but eventually it's gonna happen. Oh no.
Chaos said give her a cannon.
Okay. She can't handle. She can't hold a cannon. She.
Plan for.
You are free to go in character.
Never mind.
Yes and no.
Need something.
Mm. I need a lot of things, but nothing that's going to particularly help that. Outside of alcohol, of course, but it's relatively easy to get.
Let's see if I can find.
It's fine for now.
The OC isn't working. Okay. See if I can fix my OSC. Oops.
Everything alright?
Thinking. Yeah, I guess. You?
For the time being.
Right. Surprisingly a peaceful morning, huh?
For now, I suppose.
Yeah. Right.
Nothing around. Keeping eye out.
Oh,
Running.
wait. It's them. Oh,
Back.
And then they did what they set out to do.
yeah, right. Them? Not that I care.
You can if you want, I'm not. I'm going to stay here.
Meh. I mean, the only one that I care in that group is Ethan.
Chloe hurt.
Morning. Yeah. Hey, go say hi to him.
There's nothing I can exactly do about anybody being hurt.
Yeah.
Observing.
Oh. I see.
You all look fine.
Who am I kidding?
It's good. I didn't realize he went with him.
No.
things around here?
Calm for the most part.
Okay.
Any stragglers that were left around I dealt with.
So, unfortunately, right now we don't have any spares of the crystal or the lamp, but once we get back to the Kalypsia, I'm going to make one for you. Keep on yourself. Okay?
And be appreciated.
I don't want what happened to Ayna to happen again.
Thank you.
It's going to take a while, so, check in at the Kalypsia whenever. I'll tell you the progress.
Of course.
Is it because of that? Oh, it was because of that. See, I had two things running and it was doing the other. Now I got that working. Okay. How are you doing, Chaos? Oh, 1, 2.
It's a very good question. Wonder which I am open to suggestions.
Not know what needed. Waiting. News. Myth. Fable. See if employer needs something. Maybe.
That's a fair point.
I understand the need for peace by solitary fire. If I am intruding, I can make myself scarce.
You're not intruding.
Very well. Out of curiosity, what is your take on things as far as what is to potentially to come should they succeed? What are you thinking for you and yours?
Succeed in what?
Dealing with Aetherbane and the like, I suppose. In the greater scheme of things, does it truly matter?
I suppose not, but I have unfinished business that I do have to take care of at some point.
Hmm.
Only matter if Aetherbane succeed. No mana, no magic. Any die. What die?
Am I free to sit down here?
There.
Although are you sure you wouldn't like better company? I am a pirate after all.
Oh, scary. I don't care. Yeah, besides, it's
You
like,
might have to. You might have to work on your fearsome edge.
Let's be honest. Ayna was always my fearsome edge.
Hmm.
We're literal.
I mean, what works, I suppose.
Indeed.
But as Ayna said, as long as Aetherbane has been dealt with, that's all that currently matters.
Pretty much.
It is the most pressing issue as of the moment, yes. Given what they were aiming to do with the spirit realm, I certainly hope no such thing is ever tried again. But who's to
Agree.
say?
One could hope, but there are power-hungry individuals. They'll do whatever it takes to think. Oh. Hubris is...
True.
Still unknown if entirely connected to Dream.
That is a fair point, I suppose, but I also never really read too much into that dream, Ayna.
Well, Aetherbane being, like, related to the dream.
Yeah, we are uncertain if they are related to said dream.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised if there was some amongst their number that even shared in it.
Yeah. Like, there's a lot happening in it anyways. It could mean anything, so...
They did, after all, think they were doing the right thing.
Exactly.
Their actions could be a product of said dream. Thinking that magic was causing it all, so they were thinking what they were doing is right.
Yes.
Yeah.
To them, they were the heroes, and we were the villains. Hero and villain is a matter of perspective. It's never so
Yeah.
cut and dry, black and white.
And I think the perspective says for itself if it's a case where the heroes is like this, I guess, suppose, small portion of people, and then the majority of the rest of the lands is just the enemies. That kind of speaks for itself, if I'm just being honest.
Perhaps.
Oh. In all these fairy tales, more often than not, the hero is always mocked by the greater world, I suppose.
Yeah,
But
that's
they
true.
continue on. They continue on with their quest, and then once they fulfill it and then save the world, the greater world realizes they were mistaken.
Yeah.
I think you will find plenty of times that those in the majority believe they are in the right, and they are in fact not.
Mm.
Look to the situation in Valinor, after all. And term servants.
You say that, I would not know what happened in Valinor, so.
Fair. It is different, but some may see it as slavery in another name. Many of them are people from Hinode, beastkin, and others that find themselves in desperate and dire situations. They bind themselves to service voluntarily, sometimes,
Mm.
and it is profited off of widely.
I see.
In time it will change. As do all things.
Yeah.
Am I intruding?
Not at all.
Emia.
I saw a few of their number running around. Have they all returned?
I don't know if all of them, but
That's all of them.
the mission is complete. They recovered the informant. Meredith is dead, and the general is apparently a captive, though I don't have any details there.
He's around.
I mean, he's tied to a log.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're probably worried someone's going to try to kill them.
I mean, it's that and also just him running away,
Is-
so.
There a different plan in mind?
I have no idea. I'm not exactly on the information shortlist or whatever the hell.
They seem to have
I-
some serious injuries amongst them. Maeve seems to have taken some sort of mental damage.
Yeah.
From a head wound, perhaps. I don't think it's that she's been manipulated, but she has only faint memories of most of us.
That's
Cleo
not
seems to be
exactly.
in bad shape, and Sprout is wearing a bandage over her eye.
Did you see any sign of Jasper?
I didn't yet, though.
He was brought in by Seaside. I think he's like lying down over at the dents there.
I see. I should go. Excuse me.
Feel free to sit down, Ethan, if you wish. I can only assume you're
fine.
tired.
I was just coming to check up on you guys.
Well, I was going to make my way to you at some point, but I didn't want... Well, with the twins, I didn't want to crowd you.
That's over there last I saw. And favor went off that way.
I'm not surprised.
Hector,
Probably have to deal with something later, I'm sure.
You look better, Ayna. Are you recovered?
most part, yes. Entire night help. Kept it under tent today.
I'm glad for it.
Yeah, okay.
I'll need someone to look at me more seriously at some point, but if there isn't resources available or if it can't be dealt with, it'll be a few weeks before I'm in good condition, but I should recover. I'm going to
I'm
see if I
just
can get a
gonna
more
walk
complete
around a
accounting
little
of
more.
things.
I'll see the rest of you later.
Alright.
Okay. Let me check on Babel.
Yes, make sure she's not causing any trouble.
Understood.
Thank you, Ayna.
And the Kalypsia is familiar.
I
Looking at the bar is familiar.
sure if we know what
Hunting is
happened
familiar.
to his son, Owen. Does that sound familiar to anyone?
People.
Did we kill him at some point, or?
Friday this morning? We've had this snack makes everyone feel a little better, right? I think. What am I even trying to do? I'm just providing for family.
You ever thought about going back to it, I guess, at some point?
She may be coming back with a snack. Trying to make feel better.
You're asking me if I ever thought about going back to being a pirate captain.
suppose.
Well, that's a complicated question for reasons you probably don't have any idea.
Right, yeah, that other things, yeah, that's fair.
It's not breathing, probably.
I suppose I wasn't exactly your normal pirate.
This is what a normal life should be like. Catch something, cook it. That's what people do. And Nyx is people.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm doing something in particular. Don't worry about it. She has a small fish into her paws.
What you got that for?
Food, clearly. Specifically for Nyx. But he doesn't like things raw.
Don't know much about it.
That's fair. Not too many people know too much about Tortuga outside of its being a haven for pirates, which isn't entirely inaccurate. We do have our ships essentially circling around that island, more or less. We defend our own, that's why nobody's ever... I mean, when you have a fleet of ruthless pirates willing to
yeah.
defend... But Tortuga Tortuga was a safe haven for slaves. On top of pirates.
I see. Hmm.
For most of my career, I say most of my career. For a very long time, I specifically targeted slaver ships.
YouTube showed you spoilers? Fuck. Sorry, I just saw that.
I gave my crew the bits and baubles of my hoard. Made them think we were stealing it from merchants, etc. My only focus was freeing the slaves and taking them to Tortuga.
Very honorable.
My crew didn't see it that way. Eventually, I found out, and Ayna and I blew up my ship with my crew on it.
Oh. What happened?
Well, they tried to mutiny me.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense, actually.
They found out that all of those ships that we attacked and rescued slaves from weren't actually carrying any coin. Yes.
Not profitable.
They didn't see it as profitable, even when I gave them what was mine.
We eventually just get to a point of like, oh, like we're not actually getting anything from these. He has all this. Connect the dots. You know how it is.
Yes.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
But they didn't know about Ayna. That was probably my best kept secret.
People making you fish.
So, when I knew about the mutiny far before they ever tried it.
Right.
So Ayna and I had a contingency plan. While she got the boat ready, I set off the powder kegs for the cannons, blew up the whole ship.
Too bright.
Yes, that was my fault. I miscalculated the fuse and the amount of gunpowder we had.
Oh, because shades and light.
Yes, light can be deadly, especially an
Yeah.
explosion.
I mean, you were blowing up a ship and stuff, and yet to use it, you would have to have used, as you said, a lot of gunpowder and stuff. So, like,
Well, most ships will have a powder room that will be meticulously kept dry and make sure there's no flammable or anything that could start a spark.
yeah.
The gunpowder meticulously stored and monitored. Generally by the captain and first mate, though my true first mate was always Ayna.
Right, yeah.
They weren't aware that I had rigged the powder room to explode, though the fuse burned faster than I had anticipated. So I had to make a very quick getaway, along with Ayna. The ship blew up and sank with my crew on it. So, for all intents and purposes, Captain Nick Salier, according to those in Tortuga, is dead. Went down with his ship.
That's one way to get away from it all, like, I suppose.
Sure.
Find Kalypsia another way. Always moving.
More opportunities to help out other slaves and such.
That's why I had such a visceral reaction to those in the shimmering nothing.
I was in there briefly, but yeah. Yeah, I can understand.
You don't need
swallows.
Ooh. I don't think I want to feed this to Nyx. I think I gotta provide better. Do you want to feed it to Nyx?
No.
I made it with care. This is what happens when you make things with care.
It was a good attempt. Just
Is Fable okay?
Yeah. So she's holding a very tiny fish and it's clearly burnt, like overcooked burnt, and also wet.
Weird.
Oh. Yeah, maybe you should just drink it down. It's clearly not poisonous, but still. Whoa.
It might as well be.
me, brother. You owned me, brother. Here goes nothing.
Go on.
I'll be fine.
Whether or not he did that,
I'm just getting
no
courage.
idea. Though I'm
That's
sure
not
the
embarrassing to do this.
word eventually got back to him that the
Mm.
ship exploded with everyone on it.
No, I am
Yeah.
doing
You
my
still
job
gave him the
with
choice to
family,
like
which is
be able to do it
provide,
and such,
okay?
so
And at this point, it's a skill issue. Do you prefer it raw, or do you prefer it
Brandfish.
overcooked and
Still
done?
gonna try.
You know, it's kind of his skill issue at that point, okay? I'm not taking the fault for this one.
Had worse.
She hands you a tiny fish that is burnt, like overcooked burnt, and also it's wet. Are you okay after that? Are you alright?
Mm-hmm. Why wouldn't I be?
Has teeth for it.
Ah.
Right.
So
Well, me.
Myth, you just are picky at that point.
This is Nyx, Fable, and I'm sure Ayna is somewhere in there.
Here.
There she is. Maybe having a bit of memory issues, so we're trying to get her to speak with some people and see if that jogs some memories. That's Myth over there in the back.
I mean, best bartender.
Yeah, there's two of
Best
us. You're probably
bartender.
seeing wrong. You got a bad concussion, didn't ya?
Quite. Bartender. I was a bartender.
You were. Yes, you worked for Jasper.
Isn't there other
That's where
ways
he
of fun
found
you
the
can have without
booze.
insulting
Not best
others?
bartender.
Too.
No.
Always preferred Maeve as my
That's the problem,
bartender.
isn't it?
He does smell like alcohol, doesn't he?
Yeah, Maeve is a very good bartender.
So,
Yeah.
you two. How often did you come to the bar?
Oh, every morning.
Every morning.
Always ordered a drink. And night. We spent a lot of time in the bar.
that sounds about right.
Familiar. So, you two are my frequent customers.
I just pick up. Mostly him.
That's great.
Yeah,
I know when to
Ayna more
drop
often than
alcohol.
not
You're just
Alcohol abuse.
picked up whenever I could. Yeah. But yes, we were probably the most frequent of customers, especially on the Kalypsia.
You should try it.
Well,
Yeah.
I hope
Yeah.
after all this is settled and my mind is better, you'll come back and I can serve you
Oh.
two
I
drinks.
feel like if you would have,
Without a doubt.
but if you did eat it, I feel like you would.
Always
Yeah,
enjoyed our
I'll come back
conversations.
too.
Right.
I will come, and then I will get the. Oh, sometimes I get tea, and sometimes I wanted milk, but guys didn't have milk, but that was okay. And then sometimes I get like different kind of drinks, like mixing it all up into the side, and it was like very weird tasting. And then sometimes I got some snacks, and sometimes that was good.
Well, Nyx has like.
Wake up. Go sleep.
She's always
We did all of that.
speed.
Weird, dude. That's what you're gonna do? Huh?
No, I'm just saying.
We did all of that,
Just saying.
right? Or
Yeah, like it was like sometimes we mixed the drinks up, and it tasted super super weird.
You also have sharp teeth, dumbass. What are you talking about?
I'll take your word for it for now.
I'm not a shark though.
It's not like drink on
But
fire.
once stuff's better, we can do it again.
Yeah.
You think he ate too many sharks?
Then I don't know if you were very familiar with
Next.
Who knows?
Twins,
Yes.
right?
twins. That's correct. Yes, I didn't even say that.
Do you want to stop whispering really loudly now?
Do you know which one is which?
We're not whispering. No. Okay, you're right.
No,
Do you think he heard us?
by the voice.
One
The Nick
was
slander part 2.
gone.
Yes, that's correct. You
Oh.
have
I
think that answers your question.
remember. There's really nothing.
Not good hiding it.
Those slavers.
That's why I did it.
Yeah.
That sounds like something I'd do.
Fable, can you come here and say a few words to her? See if she can remember anything.
Be nice.
Yeah, that's what I was. To be nice
Speak
about
to
it.
me how you normally would.
Are you sure about that?
It's probably the best
Yeah,
way
I
to
can
remember.
jog her memory.
Well, I don't like you because you're a hound. But also, thank you for saving my life back then when we had to fight and you were one of the people that were showing up to fight. Yeah, here you go. Another headache, I guess. Good, perfect. I guess it jolted a little bit of memory, I suppose. I don't know. What else do you want me to tell her? I don't like
We
her.
had the same exact conversation inside the inn in the Shimmering Nothing, right? You said the same exact thing to me.
Yeah, but that's precise.
And I think I told you. I'm glad you're
Wow.
back.
So you can help by being mean. Good to know.
Well, you weren't yourself. It was the point of this.
Oh, yeah, right. And I also gotta, remind you a little bit of a thing here, which was quite intriguing. You see, it was interesting when I accidentally spot you having a particular moment with a particular someone, having, I guess, a bath together into a beautiful little hot springs or something, after knowing exactly who I am.
Too much.
That is lovely.
Yes.
Isn't it? That must have
Putting
been
her own
a
foot in her mouth.
memory.
Nope.
You don't remember that?
Fable, I think at this point you're just putting your own foot in your mouth.
I've been to a lot of hot springs.
Yeah. And besides, felt
And you
enough.
don't
Thank you,
remember a
Fable.
special one. Interesting.
Also, please be nice to the best bartender on the Kalypsia.
That was mean?
She can't be the best whatever if she can't remember how to do the drinks.
That's just how she is. So
What,
she
aren't I
expresses
your point?
affection.
We all have our own way.
I'll be best again.
And some better than others.
Certainly.
Feel better, babe.
I think you, Ayna?
Yeah.
Hi, Molly.
Oh, right. I don't know if you two talked much.
I haven't talked much with her, so.
Right, that's fair. Well, all good. We can try some others.
Ash.
Huh? You smell of ash.
Oh, yeah, I tend to smoke.
Oh, that makes sense. Are you there for the ritual?
I was actually, yeah.
I think I remember
You two have history.
you doing something to help
No.
protect it.
Not really.
I mostly have fire magic, but how I cast it is I usually do it with smoke, if that
Just
if
this
that
morning I was about to
chugs
steal
anything.
shit from the town and I decided not to steal shit to maybe get better.
I think so.
And I'm proud of you.
I don't think I ever caught your name though.
Not after eating a fish, you're not.
Cinder.
Fish was fine.
There's no problem. Very
Maeve.
appropriate.
It's delicious, actually.
Nice to meet you, Maeve. Like, properly.
A pleasure. Apologies if I
No, technically I didn't really do that.
Completely fine.
It's fine.
No, Maeve, this is
I'll get better
Molly.
eventually.
She also left for a little bit, but you two talked a bit, I think, before.
But I feel like if you fed
either
that
of you
fish to
left.
anyone else, it would have ended a lot differently. I'm just gonna say.
She is my best friend in the world, and
Yeah,
she was in the farm with the
His
Chico
only
grapes,
friend
if you
for a very
remember.
long
All right, well, listen, unnecessary information.
I think that's pretty necessary.
Yeah, I don't
Going
know that
to
she would remember that.
Take a walk. Yeah.
We've met each other a few times, talked very briefly, but I consider you a friend.
I'll come with you.
I
Kinda need
think
it as
I
well.
have a picture. Maybe
Right.
this
Are
is
you
a
already
little
tired of interacting with the people?
She is little. How
banter,
did you
you two.
know?
No, it's not really that.
Yes, my nose is just that good.
Rude. I can feel that's the
You-
armor too, you know.
I know.
You wore the thing made of leaves, right?
Yes.
And you were part of the guard, weren't you?
For a brief time, yes.
It's coming to me. I'm sorry I don't know more.
That's pretty good. It was a long time ago. It's very good.
Truth be told, I think it was you guys messing with each other.
After this episode, we're going on hiatus for a while for Kalypsia while they
Alright,
prepare for the next arc. This is effectively the epilogue to this arc, this season.
I hope that foot stings in the morning.
Thank you.
I mean, I think a lot more of himself is stinging anyway, so.
That's not barely gonna do anything to him, unfortunately. I should head back over there. I believe they're talking about something important.
Got it. I go over as well, but like a lot of people, and I don't know, less people here.
If you want.
So
It might be good to know what the hell they're talking about, since they're very much clear they're not going to let anybody else know that they're having an important conversation.
Okay.
Yes, but you are one of the only ones who ever cared enough to ask. Oh.
Why would they not have?
You know,
I
you were
did
the
not.
Fireball. You know.
I did not blow up the church.
She
I
blew
did join.
himself up. I don't know that you were around when that happened, so that I want to tell you anyway.
I can't understand why he wouldn't have mentioned the informant was a shade.
I hate you.
You didn't mention that he was a shade.
That sounds about right. I remember a
Though I
church
suppose
blowing
you
up,
only-
and I had all
I did
these
not blow up the
ideas
church.
about what's behind the glass, and
Yes! I destroyed an illusion, and then again it reformed itself after 2 seconds. I did no damage to the church.
But also, it was very
I
dark.
remember someone blowing themselves up.
So I couldn't tell.
That I have
Is
less
that
issue
you?
with.
I'll be very honest with you. If I do see you harass that little goopy gooper, and no nuts for a whole week.
Said,
That's
said,
what I'm gonna call it.
Doris.
Regardless,
I'm gonna call it goopy
our
gooper.
part is done.
Sure. Just leave it alone. Because if I see you harass it
Let's
again,
take care
Are we
of it.
I'm
sure?
nuts for a whole week.
That's right.
Oh man.
Oh no.
And I need to find my own
If it is
nut.
not, we'll be told.
You won't get the nut.
Okay. No,
For
no.
now, at least.
If you don't mind.
Just don't look at all
maybe
your
you
nuts.
can take me there.
If nothing else,
Oh,
we're
I
not in a
see.
particularly good state to continue pursuing the informant
Oh,
if
your
they
phone
are
can be
not
daily nut for a
recovered.
week if you leave it alone. If you don't
And
leave it alone.
certainly we would need more
You'll get your daily
information.
nut. I need to
Did
find my own
we
daily nut.
not did
Oh,
that
you
already?
don't do
They're
that.
saved. They left on their own accord. They're saved.
The
The daily nuts
Well-
from Cassandra was so easy.
I
to
question
get.
why they didn't tell us that it was a
And
shade.
it can still be easy if you leave it alone. You can still have my nut.
Right. The informant seems to know
Yeah.
very little about them, to be fair, as far as I understood.
Maybe I might.
Maybe they only really had contact through that magical quill
Okay,
and
well, I'll
never
tell you
really
not.
met in person.
Nothing
We'll
to do.
determine-
They
It's
only told
only
my
good one
friends what they
time.
need to know about that particular
but-
Looks like a knife.
time.
I
Maybe
still
they
have the
didn't
quill,
know.
by the way.
Other than that, I was gonna
No,
give
you
you
Yeah, I'm
can
pretty
get a lot of nuts.
sure.
No, you can get a lot of nuts.
We didn't take it on the
Usually from
mission,
one
unless he
person.
came by and picked it up with no one noticing, which is
I had it
possible.
with me.
Wait, what?
It's an
Are
attempt.
Here
we
we go.
talking about two different things here?
Would it
Okay.
have made a difference?
Well, you
if
usually
you'd
only
known
get
that it
one.
was a shade?
You're getting one nut.
Well,
from only
yes,
one
because
person, that's
we
Cassandra.
had been operating under the
Yes.
assumption that the only way for us to
yeah, I know.
identify was the informant was
very
to be
satisfied
identified
with
by
that.
the informant. I don't know why they
Sometimes
wouldn't
you
have told
find
us that
that.
it was a shade.
But you're not gonna get no nut if you don't leave this tool alone.
Then I'll give my nut to someone else.
We were sent to recover the informant
Man.
I'm over here.
by the information brokers.
So I'll give my nut to Jasper and the Snoodle.
You can't give your nut
It's
to
a
Jasper.
group of,
That'd be nice to the Snoodle.
well, the name speaks for itself,
Jasper
but
would appreciate my nut.
they seem to exhibit substantial influence within the Shimmering
Like you're
Nothing.
not appreciating my nut by defying what I'm telling you.
No, I appreciate your nut
The
very much every day.
Then it would be nice to the Snoodle.
ask of us was to go and recover their missing person.
How?
The key that I had before,
Man.
it was meant to be a signifier
This is a hard conversation.
that
Hey,
those with
go.
it and
Be nice to it.
Okay.
that we could be trusted as those that were here on behalf of the information brokers. He told us that we would be identified by them. I suppose maybe there was some...
I actually haven't eaten in a while.
I suppose I had operated under the assumption that it would be a person, though I suppose if it were a shade, they could simply have just been hiding most of the time,
And then also got some berries. A bit of everything.
and we wouldn't have observed them for that reason. Maybe that's enough.
Person.
It's neither here nor there.
Key was for
Yes,
the informant
do
to
it.
discover you, wasn't it?
The information broker...
Informant.
They
How
are.
can I find you?
Well,
I don't know if it's the... I don't know.
knowing that we're looking for a shade would have allowed us to have exerted significantly less outward disclosure to the townsfolk. Not that that went particularly well in any case, but it's not of great importance.
Surely you can get up. At some point.
Everything hurts.
It hurts on me too, but you don't see me laying there like a...
I just wonder if perhaps we might be...
We just came back. We had
the
to
pieces in a
walk
game that hasn't
on
been
everything.
Oh, that's
disclosed.
so true. I am so sorry. That completely passed my mind.
No.
It is
I
a
think
valid
you were just too
concern.
much thinking about your own nut.
Maybe. I have a lot of nut on my mind.
I propose a theory as to why they did not inform us that the person we were here to retrieve was a shade.
Go ahead.
Do you want to take care of my nut?
When we walked into town, and I'm going to say this first, I am, of course, guilty of this as well. We kind of just showed up in like the most conspicuous group
We
ever.
have money, so I guess you can...
I'm sure they were worried that if we had revealed that we were looking for someone, we would then tell a bunch of people who hate magic, and by extension hate shades, that we were looking for a shade that may have been in their town, and thus would have further compromised our mission. It could just be that they did not trust us to not reveal this information.
That is not unreasonable. The evidence would indicate that they would have been right to have done so if that was their goal.
Can give a dance. Catch my drift. Which is weird.
I just do not wish to attribute malice to what could simply be observation.
You know?
Yeah, Holly.
Hmm.
Best I could probably do is keep the heart beating. But that's just instinctual for the body.
Jasper, were you trying to have intercourse with them?
Polly, are you from the Isles?
That's kind of what it sounds like when you say you're giving up your service.
To the south.
I was being
Never mind.
I
There's a journal with depictions of you.
You did before.
I was trying to determine whether it was
yes,
related to your home.
I suppose.
Please be careful, the general is right.
Not
You
growing
know what?
up, but
Whatever. Let him suffocate.
I think that's the thing.
There was a journal found. It has depictions of you. I was wondering if it was of your home or if it was of a place separate.
What?
it was after I became a bard. Usually,
Were you? Have you not seen it? Has she seen the journal?
People are usually drinking
What
his
did you hear?
purchase
Or
of the
journal,
music
book,
until you
whatever
arrive
it is.
by yourself
Hi.
too.
No, never
Hi,
mind.
what's
No,
up?
I think
Good morning.
we will.
How are you
No,
feeling?
Mia.
The book is writing what I'm here.
Hi, everything hurts. I
Can we
can
bury
see
you?
that you are up and
Of course.
to walk.
Yes.
Oh.
My legs were the
Continue.
least damaged.
I see.
But not yours.
Nope. I was shot in the leg.
You want to preserve the body, yes?
Yes.
Keeping
Chloe
them
is
cold, but not ice. Keeping
functionally
them
dead
in
at the
somewhere
moment.
airtight.
But
Lack of no oxygen.
we want to
and as
preserve
little
them as we
moisture as
may
possible.
have a method to bring them back.
Anywhere sealed and without air. And cool.
Is there
Colder the
anything
better.
you could potentially do? Perhaps
Now's the time
runic
to
magic?
pick up one of your scales.
Something to preserve the body?
No.
I've not ever dealt with this sort of magic, and unfortunately, with my arm, I'm not going to be much use for inscriptions in any case.
Where it is brought?
Could you direct someone? I'm conveying my hand.
Maybe. I never tried it. The difficulty with runic inscription is that it is an enlightened art in the literal sense. I could hand you a pattern of an inscription, and you could perform all the steps that I would, and it wouldn't work for you.
So it
What
needs to
about
be
letters?
simplified.
Maybe. I don't know what runes he has, though my understanding is that
As my quote-unquote employees.
I'm trying to give them a chance that no one else seemed to want to
willing
give.
to.
And I believe that because of that, people have unfairly branded Fable.
It's probably just because, like, what they see is, like, someone who steals, someone who is at least, like, blunt, like, doesn't show kindness and stuff, which, like, Alden was saying, like, I think it was, like, Alden was saying, like, we have our own ways of, like, showing affection and all that, so.
Maybe to speak to her, but
Yes, but very few people actually ever showed her any kindness. They always threatened to beat her into submission.
Yeah, okay, that's...
And those who do that are no better than the bandits in Aetherbane that we fought.
I was gonna say, that really is no better, if I'm being honest.
apparently informant was Shade.
I won't ask names, but... Yeah, I feel like if
A
anything,
shade.
like, because, like, again, it's better, you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and I feel like even if it's like, oh, scary pirate and stuff, at least just try to talk with the person. You might actually be able to find there's someone else than what they seem to be.
Expected they would. Could have
And
compromised
same should be
things
done
if
for
you-
Fable, if anything.
And none of that is reason.
Well, they all think they have me figured out because the other night at the campfire they very much thought as much. So if I'm going to be some kind of villain to them, I figured I might as well play the part.
I mean, do it if you wanna, I guess, but it's still stupid.
Well, my first instinct when this place was initially attacked was to leave them all to their own stupid fate. Why should I help people who don't want me here? And has shown as much.
It's fair.
But alas, my bleeding heart refused. So I helped.
Mm.
Go home. Go home. Go away.
Nothing.
Something about
That is so adorable.
how everything seems to. Time is altered near it, isn't it?
Inverted. And at a pretty accelerated rate. Things move backwards at the course. If you were to remain there for a night, you'd revert most of the way to being a child, I think. Though I
Do you
don't know how,
believe
strictly speaking, old you
using
are.
that room might assist in a return?
No, once the object in
Preservation.
question leaves the room, it returns to its prior state. Though the exact nature of that is difficult. The curator might have more information on that front, but to be honest, I'm not certain. But as it comes to preserving the body, there
There
is,
might be a good chance.
well, does her heart yet beat?
No.
Okay.
Not without a
It will
soul.
only beat once the soul is fully tethered back.
Then perhaps I can see. Otar might have had some things installed. Maybe they're still aboard.
No, not really.
I give you more of a pass with that than I should.
Mostly this is a question for our return to Kalypsia, so.
I'm glad, however, to see that you were back.
For now, keeping her as sealed away as possible is ideal, I think. But I am not a medical expert.
At least I hope so.
Ice if it's available.
The problem is her body will continue to need breath.
No matter how much, no matter how far.
Without something to do that for her, it will.
There is.
Do they put up much of a fight?
There's methods, but they're usually temporary, not consistent. It's usually wind mages or runics, you breathing for you.
Potentially that's. I'm aware.
Well, I should probably use. This map actually has the right thing, so I'm going to use my shade cast.
There's a fearsome fighter called Powder.
And try. Do we know if
When
the
a soul
to the shimmering nothing is
is
open?
pulled from its body, as long as it's not strayed too far or it still has some connection, it leaves the body catatonic. In a moment of not entirely gone and not, but still viable to return.
Then the heart would still be beating.
She is not alive.
Hang on.
That is a corpse.
What is going on there is not going good.
can't do the usual checks because they're not gonna feel it.
She is cold. There is nothing going
Hi,
on.
Sirius, how you
Her heart
doing?
is not beating. There is no blood flowing. There is no air entering her lungs. This is just a corpse.
She's dead. The soul may be around, but this body will never function again.
I'm fine. I've been
If what you say is true, and all I should have done is go catatonic, there'd be a heartbeat, there'd be breathing, there'd be something.
So we didn't come back without casualties.
It's nothing. Even I can't hear it with my ears.
Yes, we didn't come back without casualties.
They didn't have apples.
They're cold.
Give
as well.
me.
I can hear what she's saying.
I don't know that there is anything in particular that I can offer that immediately comes to mind, but I will put some thought into it.
See if I can reach out. Find some old friends.
Right. And could you give us a little space, Holly? We're just discussing some things. We'll finish soon, I promise.
Let's get that solution.
I mean, I suppose you're not going to spill any secrets, but...
directions perfectly.
Yes. Very smart ass. We were also thinking about... I know that it might be a tough sell, given that I'm sure they have plenty of work in Tortuga, but if you could somehow know of any shipbuilder or a ship engineer or people like that would be interested in moving to Hinode, even, I'm sure I could discuss with Akane a pardon of any...
Yeah, you don't really have to deal with that.
What are you gonna do? Laugh or some shit? Is that what you're gonna do? Dumbass?
My thoughts exactly.
What about it? Laugh, fucking tag, you're it.
Oh, you're on.
I guess some benefits to having, like, big mouth.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, question. Are the lines here actually here? Are these like, is this just a map thing, or I see like dotted lines across. I see like dotted lines moving across the shadows here. Or like the dark spots. I wasn't sure if it was like mana or if it was just a glitch in the map.
No, I think that's just an issue with shadows in general.
Okay. I want to make sure. Thanks.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
No, you're good, you're good.
So, like, I'm not gonna say that, like, oh, people
See, that's why I wanted to know whether I was seeing the weave or not, because I could actually maybe see the weave in this setting, so I wanted to make sure that wasn't actually something in the map or not. Or
Put them in it, or, which is, they kept saying, bordering on the illegal. Or make them something.
Nothing anyone else can do now, right?
Control. It'd take a miracle to bring them back as them.
Shame.
Unless you did something even worse and replaced someone who was alive.
I would not do that.
Then I wish you luck. Because you'll probably be
doing this for years. But it's certainly a goal. If you succeed, well, you may have given a lot of people hope for miracles. Especially for those that are overly sick and can't move anyway, and would probably prefer that. A chance at a new body.
You're always fun, though.
How are you feeling?
Oh,
Her. We're being listened to.
Hi, Mia.
Hi.
May I have a word with you?
Okay.
May I have a... Thank you. Sorry, I wasn't really sure I could speak this topic. You are a shade with a caster to have bonded with for some time. If your caster were to die, but not technically be fully dead, but your bond broke, would you stay with him and ignore your urge to pass on? Or would you go to your new caster and leave your old one behind?
Not know how answer. Never happen. Always. Either still alive or gone. Once new assignment. Go new assignment. Saw Chloe gone. But say not
But
gone.
Her soul remains, and there are plans to put it back in her body, but the bond is broken. I feel like I should no longer be, but I promised Chloe that I would always be near.
Not know how answer. Never happen. If can feel new caster. Would say new place to go. Would say old caster gone. But not remember ever happen. Keep saying body gone. Not know what intend to do for Chloe.
They are trying to preserve her body so that they can find a way to restore her soul to it and revive her fully.
Necromancy.
I don't know. Apparently, Snow's people are able to transcend death.
Know if this what Chloe would want.
I don't know. I feel as though she's only clinging to life because I am still here. Which is why I am hesitant to leave.
Would say, ask my caster. He could find out. Is quiet about ability, but can speak. speak for Castor. He'd ask
Be surprised if Chloe claimed that she was uncertain whether she wanted to live or die. The others believed that that was the reason her soul was clinging on, but not fully. Why she was on the brink between. I don't think we would get much more information than we already have.
Possible. Never know what one really think till happens. All I can offer, all I know, is new. Or if not new, not remember.
Perhaps we can try.
Up to you. What do?
I suppose there's no issue with asking, at least.
Ready to get more proper healing, but
If you can find me appropriate literature.
I'll see what can be obtained.
I can help, of course. And who knows, perhaps I might learn something to be of a greater help.
You have business with one of us?
Yes. Thanks.
Then I will leave you be. Thank you.
Of course. Now, I would be an asshole to make you stay out in the light. Or would you like to go?
Chloe's dead. I need your help.
I can hazard a guess what this help might be, but lead the way.
Tend to my snow.
Body is passed, but her soul remains with Snow.
Perhaps.
I'm not 100% sure if she really wanted to remain, or if she truly wanted to pass on. I'd like to find out.
And you want me to ask the question?
Please.
I'm not sure how this is going to work with Snow, but
Going to bring a drape over the front.
Snow inside.
I'd have to spend some time with it, but if you make a copy of the notes,
It's not in there.
I was asked by their shade.
Alright.
And you are
Hex is a
definitely a
idea, but that doesn't mean I
major part of this.
I've done research.
boy.
My one condition, though, is everyone clears away from the
I've done
tents.
research in areas similar.
What are you doing?
What are you planning on doing?
What I've asked.
What I was
The
asked to
Shade has
do,
asked for his involvement.
and I'm not going to tell you what I plan on doing. All you need to know is I was asked by their shade, so I'm assisting another caster.
Alright, I trust you.
Now,
You can prove me anything else.
of course.
Ayna, if anyone tries to stop me, make sure they don't.
Understood.
Shall I stay outside of the tent?
No, you might need to be inside. I'm not sure how this is going to work. Alright, Chloe.
Pastor means back away. Please.
I'm just observing. Come on.
I'm curious.
Reason does not want to observe.
The dead is dead, but let's hear the last words. Chloe, your shade has a question for you. Ask away.
Do you truly want to live? A book. Or do you want to pass on? The book I mentioned earlier. It's in the next tent over. I can fetch it for you if you'd like. No. I don't need the goopy book. You don't, but she wants it. Oh, she wants the goopy book.
When you've casted this spell, you would actually take note that there is no pull from the body. Like, there's nothing for you to latch onto, which is abnormal. This is probably something that's never happened before with your spell.
There's nothing there. Normally there's a pull, something I can grab onto. Nothing, which is what I assumed happened with you.
Unpleasant figure. I don't know the context for their interaction.
Thank you for trying, at least.
We could still ask, but unless you know how to...
If I were to put it back, if I were to put what was lost back in, she would be lost completely. And your question would be that all that there was left. So even if the answer is whatever she decided, there wouldn't be a chance to change it.
Not entirely. And you know exactly what I mean by that.
Not a high goal.
What does he speak of?
It's a pop-up book.
Something that's incredibly illegal. Everywhere.
I keep hearing that. What everyone keeps calling illegal seems to be very interesting.
For most places.
There's a way we can bring her back.
Yeah.
There is a way we can assist in her return, but I didn't have to figure out some ways.
I don't want you
And even
infected
so,
to get infected.
at this point I can't put the soul back in without her just dying. Again, but this time completely. No chance for me to try and stop it.
You would probably require pulling the soul back from wherever it goes.
That's why
Which isn't impossible.
once the soul is drifted to
Although,
once the soul
keeping...
is pulled too far.
Did she ask you
Yes,
to contain her soul?
Good.
She wanted to live.
She was uncertain. Do you know she was?
Well, the way I see
You
it
can
is,
speak with the dead, yes?
yes, but currently there is no soul within. Wait, are you asking me to do it on you?
No. I don't have a way to visually show it, but the soul is circling around Snow. If you can try and speak to her soul, might be a better chance.
Alright, I suppose then I will try to cast it in your direction.
You're not supposed to notice. I'm supposed to be sneaky.
Sneaky and what?
Chloe,
Um,
there's something your shade wishes to ask you.
you weren't still hurt.
Trust me with that.
Did you truly want to survive? Or do you wish to pass on?
The most of it is bruises now.
What about
Sure.
your heart?
It's still beating.
Has to be yes or no.
The same as always.
5 questions is generally the limit.
It isn't bothering you?
She wished to die.
Want to live?
Yes.
Are you okay? You are now.
It is nothing that I'm not able to deal with.
Say that again?
Are you okay? You are now.
Alone? Don't have to.
You said only yes or no?
Generally, it's yes or no questions. I think I could be wrong. A DM would have to correct me.
What's an I don't know?
DM? Is it simple answers or only yes or no?
I think it is simple answers.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
I had it wrong.
Then it would be I don't know.
That's what, 2? You have 3 more.
That Mitt is thinking
If
a lot.
I left to go to my new caster, would you hate me?
No.
Mitt always thinks.
Do you understand? I think that's all.
But what does he think now?
Alright.
Oh,
Could you ask her one more question if there are 5 left still? Or if there's one more left?
It can be yours.
This isn't the end of this RP, it's just the end of this season. Yeah.
Would you want
Tomorrow, I still have wardens.
Want a form of any
And yeah, at least that's.
Chloe or anything else?
I try to fit in some metaverse stuff betweenhand during the breaks.
I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
You said.
And I'll probably also do some games. I'll try to switch them up.
That there is more?
Yeah, maybe.
Now, if we want to preserve.
Maybe I'll test the waters with the character.
fast, Otherwise, I'm sure she's not going to like coming back to... Well,
The heart has stopped in turn, the brain, the blood flow, not even fully healed. All we need to do is just...
keep her cold.
Goes for me too.
It'll slow things down to a degree until we can at least get back to the Kalypsia and figure out something better. Meanwhile,
In turn, I
I
already
can...
did speak with the curator. She cannot keep her paused in time forever, but should the need arise.
I've discussed some things with some people. They're going to find me books, and I'm going to try to learn more. So,
Perhaps even method would possibly be a spirit contract. A contract between a spirit who would keep the body from having this separation with the soul.
That is unfamiliar territory. I'm only familiar with the less savory kind.
Even though meat doesn't always
It's something that's not entirely something I truly understand, but the thing is, I'd have to research more on in turn if a contract with the spirit can even be done.
I didn't eat
Then it might be something we need to figure out very soon.
but now I do.
Hopefully all whispering.
Never had family before.
It's not
We
good
are.
for dispersing sound.
In turn, it seems that a lot of people might need to start learning the soul sight I can do. So, once we finally return to the Kalypsia, maybe I can finally teach you that spell.
And I'll keep my word and I'll teach you what I know.
Oh God.
But
No, I said I wouldn't bring back
remember,
Ebb and
outside
Flow
of where you're
unless
from,
there's a good reason, and
that
I
magic
have new
is
models for them, which I don't have either just yet.
basically punishable by death.
Said I might bring them back for Grid's wedding, but that's not for a while.
If
I have a start of models, but
spirits here, you most likely might have to travel to my tribe. But
I don't want to go anymore.
the issue is, if we go there, I can already expect there
you
will be a
know,
lot
I do
of
miss
people
them,
who can-
but at the same time, I don't want them going right back into how it was before they left.
Oh, I can hazard a guess at one of them, given your initial reaction to me.
The world's changed a lot. A lot of the people they knew are gone.
If I can find some way to
Sometimes gives me a headache to think about.
speak with the elder, or maybe stop the Guardian from trying to kill everybody the moment they see them, then yes.
Right now, our priority is trying to figure out how to help Chloe. I have my own avenue that Mia is going to help me with.
Any way that we can do this without the way that people dislike is best.
I'm still here. Just give me a moment.
You're fine.
Wanting
Someone could
things
drop
is
in a
weird.
DM card for
Making decisions is hard.
I just need to stretch.
Oh, okay. But I'll do my best and research all I can, and
I will learn.
I'll do what I can. You do what you can. And who knows? If I learn anything new, I can also teach you that too.
So, would Nimbir begins all this, like, soul revival stuff?
What else does Mitt want?
I do apologize for you having to fight,
Be against all this soul
what
revival
people call
stuff.
frost. As well.
It's fine. And at the end of the day, they were more than willing to listen to reason.
When you figure it out, will you tell me?
Even though it seemed like everyone was dead set on attacking you, I
So,
I will do the same.
went to painful
he's the
lengths
judge,
not to.
Right? He judges things.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
'cause
first of all,
it's
Is it the part where we
currently
shake on it?
wiggling,
and don't forget
So
what this means. Since this morning.
I said hello to her.
Right. When I was
That wasn't you.
So, if
And
Mirrors
anyone who says
basically
otherwise
give you one of those rare
are
treats,
fools.
you know,
Hmm.
sent to her in the past.
My
They've
concern
pro-
is its hunger for
maybe we could
souls.
finalize this slave contract and get the people who actually
Then we'll figure that out as it comes.
They're much better than me.
Alright, letting others around again.
I do not know what Ymir will
I did not
Yes.
want to overwhelm her.
What's done is done.
I asked her a lot of questions.
I think the idea.
Though we need to find a way to make sure she stays cold fast.
There can be
Yes. I
Anyone-
presume Leto might have something. Or
Anyone
anyone
who
else.
knows. Hell, at this point, just a massive block of ice would help than sitting out here.
Yeah. So go looking around.
Yeah, I'm hurting a lot too.
When did she offer?
Someone who's died anyway.
They wanted to eat a little bit.
I think I may have been present for that.
Sounds familiar. Are you magic focused?
Yeah.
And your objective was to learn something else, and so I assume I offered?
You've been here longer than I. Do you know anyone with the ice element to themselves?
There were other demons from Frostheim, however, I haven't seen them quite some time.
Lam, is there something you need?
I do want to keep mentioned of a few things. One is this. Pulls out a little note of paper. If you want to see, by all means, you can get closer as well. Drawn
You guys are too
Texas.
tall.
This was on their forehead, so whatever you plan to do, you might want to at least be careful. And talking about things that you don't want others to see of, well, we are in a similar boat. We know of methods. So if it's something that you're trying to hide, we have a good assumption of what you're probably trying. That is all I wanted to say. Besides, we wanting to lend our support.
Then forgive me for being rude earlier.
It is fine.
Must be careful.
There are
Shade
some methods that
to-
can be taken, whether the original body is the one used or something else of a solution comes. There are a few methods that we could research.
Yes, that's what I was.
Whichever the body is the main concern right now.
More or less, yes.
Always need to be careful.
Yes. And that is understandable.
Vera or farming. No, Athena or farming.
But we do plan to have these cases looked at and find out more.
Perhaps
if you want to
Johan
stay in
now
the
might
loop,
have a better chance at removing them.
Oh, the one that we met in Shimmer Nothing.
Yes. Well, I think, you know, in the top hat, they're just sort of witchy.
The fuck?
Oh, forgive me, Cosmically, things were stopped for a moment.
Cosmic Discord.
Unusual timing then when everything froze.
This is a sign. Tell us now.
But perhaps Johan might be the best since the hex is now well, as it is now.
You just have to be careful with what you speak of, because there are those on the ship who will absolutely turn you in, given the chance.
Yes, it is no surprise that it is a very illegal route to take.
People did seem quite upset when I had to take Meredith's soul.
And for good reason. People with that kind of ability have a lot of eyes that get drawn onto them.
I'll check on others.
Should be burned or left to return to the ancient dragons. But
Right.
Lamb is a messenger of Nemea. If anyone knows what is best, then they do. And they were okay with it.
Right. Okay, well, alright, I guess. Well, I want to note it now, though. If I die, I don't want her going anywhere near my soul, okay? Okay. Alright, well, that aside, do you know if there's any bar left? Maeve hasn't eaten yet, so...
I think we went through the last of it yesterday.
Oh, okay. Any other food?
Holly. I'm sure someone's probably heated up some porridge over by the fire.
Right.
Do you want me to check?
Yes.
Okay. I also
Thank
haven't
you.
eaten.
Great.
I think out of all the stalls that survived, the third stall in town may still be up.
Alright.
I'm
Well, I don't know
sure
if they're
they
open
could
for
definitely
business.
use the business. I don't know. They seem to be fixing their wall. I'm sure they would appreciate some form of.
Yeah, I thought you were a goose.
Maybe the book was. Anyway.
In a way that is not the way that people find it distasteful, and then the whole world might, then I believe I would let her soul go, even if that's not what she wished. A world that would hate her even more, I don't think she'd want to be in.
I don't think Chloe cared in the first place, whether the world or not liked her.
In the end, life is what do you make of it.
Chloe was a friend.
Entirely up to her.
Yes, Chloe.
Intention was perhaps unkind. But it's sort of a
too, in a way. We stole everywhere. We
did awful things. Our intention was to survive. We just did not know any better. And it is just thanks to the Kalypsia people that we are able to understand how to do better. Maybe.
If heroes
some
and villains
soldier.
don't exist, why do... Then what is all of this for? For me?
Doing the right thing doesn't imply you're a hero or a villain. It's always a shade. Most people are simply people. Some people try to do their best, and those are the heroes of this world. And then there is villains. And listen to me very carefully. There's two kind of villains. The ones unrightfully called villains. They do what they can because they don't know any better, or because they think that maybe their right cause. And then there is the other kind of villain. They know they're doing something wrong and they don't care. They enjoy it. They will continue to do the wrong thing knowing they're wrong, and that is a real villain. I don't want you to ever label your enemies as villains. Because too many stories. Guess what we are?
Villains?
Villains.
Conversation for me.
I respect that.
As well. Now there's 3 people who took the time to listen.
Perhaps.
And I wouldn't mind listening more.
Same. And perhaps, hopefully, we can shake this perspective everyone has of you. Maybe you could possibly reel back on the knife pointing along. To say it's a very scary thing you do.
If I'm being honest, Snow, I could give less of a damn what all of those hypocrites think about me.
Usually people only see in black and white. And not usually what's gray.
Life is shades of gray. Nothing is ever cut and dry, black and white.
Hearing that a lot lately.
So I imagine those kind of decisions would be up to them to make.
I'll tell my story to those who are willing to listen, but I'm not gonna go out of my way. They don't show me the respect enough for me to even think about doing that. And they don't show Fable respect enough for me to do that. Speaking of, I haven't seen either of the twins for quite some time, and I'm starting to get worried.
Having a talk over
They're not over there.
River.
They were up by that tree.
They're fine.
Where the others are sitting up until you both exited the tent. So, from then to now, I suppose they've been a little bit missing.
Just came from there.
Well,
I don't think they're here, no.
apparently they're having a conversation by the river.
Are fine.
But yes, that is why you don't see me with everyone else, because they would sooner stab me. And believe you me, I am quite filled with being stabbed. And I'm sure Ayna is exhausted of the amount of times I've been stabbed.
I'm so sorry. You should probably go and check on them then. But, I'm glad we had this conversation.
Indeed.
As am I. If you ladies will excuse me. Okay, now lead me to where they're at. Because you have no idea how a little... It narrows it down when you say they're having a conversation down by the river.
Other side of bank. A little past where we were. Over here.
Over where?
Turn off. Uncloak. We're fine. Uncloak.
You okay?
Guys,
What happened?
There's... In his paw, there is a... It's like a head of a dead fox, I think, that resembles our fur patterns. Looks like us, basically, and there's a note on the paper.
The note
There
says,
was...
Lost pups...
Say again?
Lost pups often don't find their way back home. On the letter.
It was, I don't know, an arrow was shot in our direction and it landed between us and we just... It would...
You two.
I don't...
From now on, you stay nearby.
Yeah, okay.
That is a very clear message.
From who? You don't think...
What do you mean from who? I'm not supposed to be free after all.
Oh,
You think it's over?
Oh, it will be.
I should have known.
Because... They're not going to take you from me. They've never had to deal with... Of course I do.
Something weird happened with the letter. It wasn't just this. Some weird magic or something like that. At first it was just a letter, just some kind of letter that again I can't really read. And then the thing shifted to that dead thing.
It was...
The
I don't
arrow
know.
came from the portal or something like that. I don't know exactly
least
if
from
there
the
was someone in the
direction it-
trees or anything.
At least from the
Yeah.
direction it came from, it looked like it would go through the portal.
Seems like the person you were supposed to be fighting for found out. And it seems as though the shimmering nothing told them where to find you.
So is it another bounty hunter?
No. Well, maybe. But I assure you, they will have to kill me before they get to either of you.
Should try cloak when turn Kalypsia.
I don't know if there's still lingering magic on that. You might be able to give it to Mia. She might be able to find something.
To who?
Mia.
Mia. White hair, blue hat. She's a friend and I trust her.
And you take it.
Of course.
Okay. I think you should drop that. I think you should drop that.
Is there anyone else I should show this to?
Ethan. Tell Ethan. He should be at the camp.
Okay, let's go.
You track her. Tracker may know.
Sure. But I don't know if it's anyone I trust.
Where did they find something that looks like us? That's rare.
Just the person I was looking for, Mia.
Let's get Ethan. Let's find Ethan.
I need you to see what you can find out about any lingering magics on that letter.
I'm going to stay with them.
Okay. Well, no, clearly not after this.
What is it? I think it's an entire fox, by the way, not only the head.
I don't remember whatever it is.
Oh, here it is. King Fox corpse. What does it mean? Why does it look like us?
I will not tell you not to mourn, even if you did not know them well.
Maybe it was a threat.
They were still our allies.
Or a warning,
They
or-
deserve the respect.
think
But why?
Definitely threat.
Our warning.
But I don't understand why. Why would anyone purposely let us know?
A great evil has been cleansed.
Well,
other kinds of mind without magic.
She fought hard for that.
remember
I may not have known her well. I have not had
nothing.
the most
Let's just
pleasant
show Ethan.
interactions with her previously, but I can understand that she is a very strong fighter. And she seemed to be the type to fight for what she believed in. That is something to respect and honor.
Hi.
Ethan.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but
He's holding a corpse of a fox that looks very similar to the fur pattern of Myth and Fable, and it's just a dead fox. An arrow flew right between us. We were just hanging out in the fields where we were hanging out before, and we were talking, and all of a sudden I helped Myth up, and as I did that, an arrow flew right between us, and it has this kind of letter, and the letter transformed under our eyes, just like that, and it became a dead fox looking like us. And there was a letter attached to that too. Another one, crumpled in its mouth. When Myth grabbed it and read it, it said something about lost pups don't often find their way
always
back
make it
home.
back home.
Yeah. It's a warning. It's a threat.
Yes, very much so. Might I request you do not go out on your own anymore? I do not wish to be restrictive, however, I think it is very obvious that you need to be under protection to some degree.
Should have stayed with them. Sorry, Nix.
It's not your fault.
We were just fine. I mean, I'm sure that
We knew someone
if
might
the
come
arrow
looking for
wanted
them.
to truly hit one of us, it would have. But why play?
But
like
if you
this?
didn't... What if you didn't help me up in time?
Could have hit you. No, I mean...
No, it had a note. Whoever this was
Exactly.
obviously wanted us to see it.
The only reason why they would do something like this is to make a spectacle. They wanted you to find it. They think they have the upper hand.
Don't they?
No, my dear.
Yeah, coming.
People this egregious often overplay their hand and reveal themselves too early, leave themselves open to retaliation.
This is not a game like it used to be. This is becoming far bigger than...
Wants to talk.
Done.
If you're comfortable with present company, I can discuss.
Well, like I
it.
said,
just don't know how private it
don't go off on your own. If you need to go somewhere and you can't find any of your family, come grab me.
We can group up
I
in a
probably won't be busy.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Nix, are we to come too?
Yeah, you too, Ethan.
Good luck.
See you later, Seaside.
Of course.
Keeping watch.
Senses have been so unsharpened. It's not like it used to be. It used to be a game. It used to be us escaping.
In time.
Alright. There's no ongoing magic upon the letter. It's taken effect already. It seems to be primarily illusion-based. It's difficult to say exactly what the intent would have been, given that the effect has happened, but I imagine that whoever opened the letter the first time might have seen or heard or experienced something.
Yeah, we have. The letter was originally just what seemed to be a normal letter. When we picked it up, it turned to a dead fox with the same pattern as our fur. And then in its mouth there was another smaller letter.
That's the one that's here.
Yeah.
Okay. From some of the energies on it, I might infer that there was something summoning related tied to it, but I wouldn't be able to make any note other than that. The head was physical?
Yeah, very.
It's possible that, well, were I to make a guess, though I would hesitate to put any serious claim to the accuracy of this. It might be that the letter was designed to summon forth the head and the illusion to cause it to have the appearance most likely to disturb you. Other than that, I'm afraid there's not a ton of information that I can glean. Without an ongoing connection, it's not something I could trace back to anything either.
Thank you, Mia.
Thank you.
Apologies, but there's nothing more.
No,
You were completely fine.
Thanks.
You've done more than enough. Thank you. Yes, always make sure someone else is with you. If you have to do anything. Okay. Never be alone.
"20 days he had won."
Which direction come from? Arrow.
The portal. Somewhere around that area.
Try to take a look.
I think we'll both go take a look. Stay at camp, for now at least, until we get back. Okay.
Okay.
If you hear a gunshot, get as many people as you can and come find us.
Okay.
I realize I don't remember when we started, but it's been about 2 hours.
That's literally exactly what I was just saying to myself, that it's been 2 hours. I'm not expecting to find anything, but I'm also not gonna ping the DMs for anything either.
Yeah. If we see like a DM note thing, that'll be about it.
Yeah. Well, I have to remember which way is the fucking portal.
Oh, back. I think it's back that way. Can you see the?
Oh yeah, the thing in the distance in between the
I think
two
so.
rock peaks.
I think that's it.
Oh yeah, I can see the portal. Yeah, it's over there. I can see it. Cross over at the shallow part.
Visible too close. Sorry.
I can see your tail.
Strange.
Floating tail.
Very strange. Nothing.
Whoever did it is now gone. Which leads me to believe that if it came from this direction, there's a chance they came from the shimmering nothing.
There's certain.
Which, given what we did, I'm not surprised. We did make a very public spectacle.
Usually do.
Yes, but this is the one time I didn't. Because if we didn't, they would be none the wiser where the hell they went.
Near impossible. Small space. Unknown territory.
True. Did his wings get bigger?
Maybe.
Maybe he's a late bloomer.
I didn't lie to you.
Do you...
Just didn't.
What am I to you? Just a weakling? Property that you carry around?
Hey!
Why do you keep underestimating me? Even now.
No.
Even when you came back. I told you to put out your claws.
I
just
didn't lie
brushed it
to you. I
off.
simply didn't tell you. There's a difference, isn't there?
It's called lying by omission. Fable.
You just think I'm weak.
I don't.
You still think
No,
I'm weak.
it's because she cares a lot about you, Myth.
If she cared about me, she wouldn't have kept on lying to me. She would have just told me the fucking truth.
That's not true. That's not
You would
true,
have
and you
feared
know
for
it.
your own claws if I told you about mine. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
She's afraid.
Keep eye on.
Thank you.
I'm afraid.
not
they go alone.
wrong. I'll be here. Don't worry about me.
He said not go alone. Not leaving alone.
Okay. Phantom stick. I didn't mean to lie to him. I just didn't want him to fear for his claws eventually. It was hard keeping it in, not having my main tool, not letting him know.
Worry about fear or worry. Be sad.
I never allowed him to. I tried to hide it from him. Anything that was fear, anything that was sadness, anything that was sorrow. I didn't want him to go through that. And so I took it all. Kept it for myself. I was with it. Like it was feelings that only I should have felt. And I allowed him to feel the sun. To feel happiness, I allowed him to dream, to hope. Now things are changing. Just like the trees above us, just like the seasons.
Understand that people different than think need good, bad.
Yeah. And only this morning I started to accept it. Because of the death of the one they call Chloe. He was upset. He had apparently some conversation with her. I am not fully sure about that because I was not there with him, as he told me. But it is unusual for him to be able to feel those emotions. Most times I hid it.
Coming.
Everything all right?
Yes. Keeping watch.
People were just worried about you over there. They thought you were, injured.
No. Solid. Keeping watch.
All right.
Arrows around. Keeping watch.
Arrows?
May just be from Portal. Seems over, but looking around
Will you allow me to warn the others?
No. Do not.
Hello, Fable.
Focused on
the others do not need to be warned. The more people know, the more danger comes to the Kalypsia. To the people that fake like they care. Don't warn the others. They don't need to know.
And what would you suggest, Ayna?
I searched around Portal. Nothing should be be okay for now.
If you need me, you know where to find me. My soul side, I can use it if there's anyone hidden around, alright?
Yes. Think.
Good.
Where's Fable? Have you seen her?
Trying to talk.
Do you...
Tree.
Okay. Fable? Fable, where are you at? I'm sorry, okay?
What is it? A bag?
I'm sorry, there's another bunch of grapes.
Fable, are you in the tent?
I will not eat them all at once. I will not eat them all at once. I will not. I will not do it. I don't believe you. You're doing it right now. You're doing it. You need to stop yourself. You need to stop yourself. You just
You didn't need all of
Fable?
them.
You need to stop yourself.
Fable, please.
Oh, that's
Just
not an issue.
Well, you can eat them if you want to. Let's just be fair. Oh,
Stop, spit! Stop, please.
I'm
Do
here.
you like sprout spit?
I'm leaving.
Do you like
I don't mind
sprout
it.
spit?
I have nowhere to go.
That's interesting.
What? It's just food with some spit on it.
I see
Yes, but you specifically commented on sprout spit instead of the food.
Yeah, because she
Don't do long.
Too
You're
close.
hostage.
Actually, no. Mick gave these to me. I'm gonna keep them. So yeah, it's about spit.
I appreciate the idea.
I'm sorry.
I did not hear what you said.
Not spit in the bag.
I'm sorry,
Those are too big. Too close.
I ate the ones that I spit out.
Sorry.
There's a difference.
Okay. I didn't know that. I thought you were like.
What?
You were not allowed to make those
I
noises.
didn't mean
Barney
to
said.
lie to you for all of these years.
What?
Give
What
space.
do you think? What'd you do?
I don't know.
Of course.
I haven't eaten a lot
I was just
today.
checking
Would have
on them
feared for
both.
your own.
I haven't eaten a lot today.
No, I'm gonna go into the city before I close
Ah.
to the town.
Maybe at the time.
Yeah, I kind of had some, man. You know, maybe should go to
You
it.
did that to me.
Not anymore.
Ooh. Ooh. You did that to me. To you. I'm gonna be nice to you.
No, not anymore.
You're my friend. Yes, you are my friend.
You sure?
And if she bites you, it's only fair that you bite back.
You sure, Tom?
She bit me. She bit me today.
She snapped. You've
I
been
had
bit
to.
twice today.
What?
Maybe
Yeah.
more.
Of course you have to.
How making fun of me? She stepped on my Asima.
It's a good change.
He might have liked it.
stepped in
You
your
don't
house.
know.
Asima.
You're hungry?
Asima.
He might have liked it. No, this noodle. This
good
noodle
change.
might have liked it. You don't know.
Why are you
Who knows?
so weird today?
Who knows if wait, it was a noodle?
Oh,
Asima.
I mean,
That's true.
Well,
they're good for
they
cleaning
tried to
tears.
get out from
If you
under
bite me
your
again,
thumb,
I'm
so that seems telling.
Well, I sit on you before you sit on me.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know this means I have
Did you
every
eat the
reason
flower?
to protect you now, right?
Mia. Did you eat her?
I think that
Did
was
you?
yes.
Just trust me on that.
Okay.
How's your arm?
You don't have to protect me in the same way you used to.
You're very small. But it's fine.
Things are different. I'm different.
That's right.
That's all I ask. Okay?
Wake
Where did the fruit go?
Oh, that's it.
Different, just hard sometimes.
Okay.
Leno actually made this rifle for me. I don't know if you
Yes.
remember it. It's very.
Whoa,
yeah.
can you not like
It is.
point
Well,
at my face?
I remember that
Yeah.
already.
Maybe some point we can get you a weapon too.
That's fair.
Where did
Not
Kalypsia
many
go?
empty memories.
You made
with
all of
weapons.
these parts.
Yeah.
I have to
Especially
give
Running
it
on
a
it.
shit and
Oh,
when I
so
make a
this
gun
part.
for
Jasper,
something.
Jasper was
Why
gonna
that part and that part?
look for her.
What about this part?
You're doing this.
Where's
for
Nick?
me.
That's an important
I'm not allowed to
part.
leave.
That's a pretty. Oh.
Why?
Oh, crazy.
That's
cool.
dangerous.
I don't know.
I will
You wanna
ask.
go find him?
Very well done.
Is it dangerous? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I want to find Nyx.
No.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
That's unfortunate.
I was just trying to back out of the way. I was just trying to back out of the way.
Now you know, Echo. Now you know.
Over there.
Interesting, all of them are there as well.
Yeah, I don't like Amit being there near Nyx. We know how the relationship goes.
Okay, well, let's just see what's going on.
Right.
Put a bounty on their head. Either option is undesirable.
I believe they are the one and same.
Possibly.
Problem.
No.
Don't mind
But for
me.
now, I think
Just
what
making
they were
sure you're
only
not
doing
causing
was trying to
issues.
scare them.
What problem
Which
cause
means-
issues?
Which means they're probably watching closely.
Good.
Well, it's good to know that everyone's worried about Fable and Myth.
I'll be right back for a moment.
Do you remember the talk about right and wrong?
Well, should you require my aid, let me know. I got involved when we were taking care of the people who had them before. Yes. And I am more than happy to help take care of any more trash that comes along.
Of course, and I greatly appreciate it.
Indeed.
I'll assist where
In
I
fact,
can as
that's
well.
kind of our part of our job, actually. Taking care of trash.
And besides, I do not know those two quite as well as you do. However, they are still my allies, and I do not take highly to threats towards my allies.
They would be.
These people are
They're greatly appreciative of that. I'm sure. A lot of people seem to treat them a certain kind of way.
Just maybe if we were never here, none of these people.
Just one of the hands that have been dealt.
Though it's good to know that we're not alone.
I do not wish to treat them as helpless, but I would like to offer aid in watching over them until we are safely aboard the Kalypsia again.
That is completely understandable.
Especially since we will probably have to pass through the Shimmering Nothing once more in order to return. And
Do you know what
what this means?
My guess is that we will probably run into someone who's related to this incident as we are passing through.
Oh, I have no doubt. I'm sure they'll make
There was
themselves
that one
very known.
survivor, wasn't there? The one that got away.
Yes. Oh, whether they're involved or not remains to be seen. Though if I ever do run across them, I'm going to make sure that loose end is tied.
You wouldn't. As it should be.
Can I ask why those two have
No,
quarrel
promise,
with
I may return.
Vomit?
Amit, Nix,
I'm gonna check
get
it
along before.
Do let me know if you need me though.
Of course, no, thank you.
Okay. Not something new today, then.
No.
Understood. I'm glad for that, at least. Thank you. I hope you're all well.
For now, keep watch is all.
Well, we don't mean to intrude for now, so we'll come check in later.
Thank you.
Grab me if you need assistance. Or just yell my name really loudly. I'll probably come. I do hope Toffee is not saying that butt stuck again. It was very weird.
He's going to be.
No one knows about Ayna. We have to assume. We have to assume they know about you.
Yes.
So you'll
A center
you'll
table
have to be.
per hour. Or you mean others?
Well, I'm talking about whoever's looking for them.
Doesn't it feel the same way with you?
Maybe. Did not show self the entire time.
Still, we don't know how long they could have been watching. If they know about you, we have to know they know how to deal with you.
I'd rather have.
Understood. Ethan, okay?
I'm uncertain. He might be. But then again, he might be just hiding his own emotions from everyone else, so we don't worry about him. The Nick special.
Happens a lot.
Yes.
Fine. I can't believe that now I have to follow you, huh? It used to be so simple. I used to push you around wherever we went.
Hey,
I pray I never
we're making
regret
food
this.
at the campsite over there if you want.
Thank
So if you're
you.
hungry, just join or just come and get the food. I don't know. Who else? Mia.
And even then, can't blame it on you. That's what it means to trust people.
If you would wish it, I have brought you food. It is a lightly sautéed strips of beef with garlic and onions and carrots. An apple glaze atop, garnished with purple flowers.
Is it poisoned?
You two go crazy.
I'm not a poisoner.
Oh, if Akane's bringing it, I trust her.
Thank you. Enjoy.
Grabs a piece of beef.
Oh my god, you're gonna die!
What?
Wait, why are you not dying? No, it's not poisoned. That's a good thing. Okay,
No.
never mind.
Of course it wasn't.
She told me to
Strong
fuck
stomach.
off.
Has poison all the time.
Oh. Woman, excuse me. Actually, that kind of feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, enough. I'm no pet of yours. Myth? Are you really Myth? Is it because she's a pretty woman? I just push away your hand.
Oh, what happened?
You are no pet. Have some dignity, hero.
It just felt too good. I'm sorry.
Wow. Can't believe it.
Even you said it.
Starved by a woman. Yeah, still, but like, you people.
Better.
See? Goes around, doesn't it?
I mean, I was ready to bite.
Going to fall asleep.
Wow.
Hold this.
Oh.
And I just kind of put it
She's
on
just
top of it.
propping from behind.
Okay. Wow, I didn't. Is he asleep?
Probably.
He didn't fall asleep.
I'm not some kind of pet, okay? Is that a hug? Why are you so soft and cozy? Go away from me! It sounds like I like you. Whoa.
Whoa.
Go away.
Got smacked in the face by Wing.
It's over.
Do you at least want your stew?
Yes, I do want my stew. Why is
It's good. You
the
should try it.
underside of it wet now?
Because you put it on top of mine. That's why.
You could have saved it. Damn. I'm just gonna lick the other side of the plate. Woman!
You fell asleep.
Woman, that is my father!
Happens a lot.
It happens a lot?
I blacked out for a moment. What happened?
Father, you little whore.
Goddamn,
What the fuck?
right.
No, no way.
I don't know if I should be happy that we found an exploit.
You
for
thought
Nick
exactly.
to
I was
use our own-
exactly gonna mention that, wasn't I?
Yes, but at the
You
same time, I'm
shouldn't,
kinda.
But.
Well, now
Folks here.
if Nix is ever angry or upset at us, we can just. Oh, he's awake.
Oh. What were we talking about?
How great the stew was. It's really good,
Yes.
actually. Try it. Pushes a blood.
Whoa, that is really nice.
Mm-hmm. Not poisoned, by the way.
Does not work.
That's an
Not
interesting hack for Nix. I had no idea he would actually be.
Take his gun.
Not in front of Ayna.
It's just
Oh.
a joke.
No, I would. I totally would. You have no idea what I would do. Actually. Oh, shit, never mind.
I know that look.
Good food.
Mm-hmm.
No, there's no, what am I talking about? Well, no,
What are
is
you
there someone else
scheming?
over here? Oh, yeah, oh, I don't know. I must have missed it.
No worries, Nix. My eyes on her.
Happens a lot.
Yeah, myth is very trustworthy.
You took a nap. Bye.
Oh, good. It's a really good soup. Good stuff. I'm gonna put it down here and then try something.
Drool.
What?
Drool.
Me? Why? What? You know, you're just messing up my hair, right?
You're taking it
Hey, I think those people are calling you. Why are they waving at us? Fuck, I don't have any pockets. Yeah, Ayna, she's clearly holding one tiny little thing of gunpowder. Yeah. Okay.
You know I felt that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to take those.
One day I'll get my hands on that gunpowder. Just you wait. I
What
have
do you
an
need
idea.
gunpowder for?
I see there is a lack. No. I see there is a skill issue in this whole group about something very particularly interesting, which is called range, right? So, I was thinking that perhaps being able to mix a little bit of our magic with gunpowder might create some sort of, bombs, explosives. I just have the time to test it. I gotta need the time to test it eventually.
You know you don't necessarily need magic for that, right?
No. I need to actually test it on something real and concrete like gunpowder so that eventually I can recreate it with magic.
Oh, sure, I guess. I'm gonna say, all I'd have to do is stick a tiny fuse into this.
But that
And
requires money. That is
oh,
exactly why I
you
need to mix it with
sweet
magic.
summer child.
Or stealing. I'm not that sweet.
I was going to
Or
say it's
looting the
cute if
corpse
you
of your
think.
enemies.
I was going to say it's cute if you thought I bought most of this.
Clearly not. But I want to be able to recreate it using purely magic. Just some kind of explosion, right? Without needing an actual, you see, object to use. Which means that first I need to actually experiment it with objects. And then I'll be able to eventually do the magic. And then I'm going to teach you how to do the magic, right?
Gunpowder causes bright. Mix with dark magic. Undoes light dark.
Right.
And you know, there's better ways of learning magic, right? Less dangerous ways.
What? Like what?
Reading a book, my dear Fable.
I can't read! I can't read!
I am aware. And that's why we're going to work on it.
Fair.
And in the meantime,
Fine.
I could read to you. If you want, of course.
What I do.
I want
Teach
to
him
know
magic.
more about fables. That's right. I want to know tales, adventures, myths even.
Then I will get the best fairy tale book Mia has at the bookstore when we get back on Kalypsia.
Okay. Fair.
And because those are relatively...
Oh wow, Nix, I can't believe that you just downplayed yourself like that. Crazy! You could have said, and I, the great pirate lord or whatever the heck you want to be called, I will tell you the most excellent stories from all the seven seas. Food.
No, the purpose here is to teach you how to read.
Perfect. True, the purpose is to teach you how to read, but I still want to know about your cool tales.
Spying.
And you will in time.
Or just bird.
Yeah.
What's my spy or bird? Bird or spy? Spy bird.
Can I have it?
Oh,
Are you eating that?
No. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Lot of birds listening.
Going on the fire. I'm trying to hide sub so then we can have a few more, because I got like 2 hours who were wanting them. So, if you see any more birds, direct them my way.
Okay.
Of course.
How do you direct the birds? Whatever.
I know, Skeeter.
Oh. I don't know. How do you direct a bird towards someone? I don't think they listen to you, the birds. Just like me.
Maybe you could just...
Depends on the bird.
But isn't
I
that
just-
domesticated and tamed if it goes into what the
Oh,
fuck am
no,
I saying?
I meant talking to a bird. There are some of my peers in Tortuga had a very colorful bird. I always forget the name of it, but it could talk.
Parrot.
Right, that's what it was called. Parrot.
Parrots.
Parrot.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was simple words, but it could talk.
Did it ever speak to you about the concept of life and death and what it all means to be alive?
No, not once.
Mostly insults.
Okay.
Yes, very vulgar insults.
Amazing. Just like me. No, I don't even think about it.
Hey, Ethan.
Hey guys.
Talking about
How you
insult
doing?
bird.
Yes, otherwise known as a parrot.
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 What she said.
Yeah, I read about those. I think.
Parrot?
Yelling bird. Insult bird.
Yeah, a very colorful bird constantly
you
wants
say-
crackers.
I think parrots
Can
repeat
talk.
what you say.
Yes, more often than not, they would just repeat back what you said to them.
Insults.
Used for evil and violence.
And because it was a group of
It's like
pirates,
solid.
yes, more often than not, it was a lot of insults.
That sounds really funny.
Oh, it was hilarious, especially when you're drunk.
I had a little rock.
Parrot also
I just threw
slur.
a little rock under the fire.
Oh, is
Drunk
it?
insults.
Oh, true. Sometimes it would repeat insults we'd throw at it, but it would mimic our, well, drunken speech. Remember what I said about running off?
Grabs your arm gently.
Let's see.
Sorry, something triggered it there.
Instincts, it's fine.
Bird.
Tried moving on the floor. If only there were bushes right now, though. Never mind.
Should get for Athena.
I will ignore it. I will ignore it. I'm fine.
I think Athena already knows.
Besides,
Yeah, she's been shooting down some of the birds. And
Going to be very loud with giant rock.
Yeah, that reverberated a bit.
oh damn.
Rock going to fall. Keep doing that.
The clouds? Oh, yeah, the clouds. I was definitely looking at the clouds.
That is a
That's
very
definitely what I was locked on.
precarious place to rock.
It kind of, stopped onto the tree, and I figured that there was only one good thing about becoming a little disgusting freak between, I guess, a human and whatever we were meant to be. Oh my god.
Oh, but that's entirely up to you.
There's only one good
I
thing
think
about
she's
it, which is now I can
fairly
control it
capable.
very well.
Oh, I don't know if you guys are made aware, but they did make like some food over there.
Yes.
Yes, we were.
Should we, like,
We were.
The gun I brought.
Okay, good.
Thank you,
Oh,
though, for
good.
telling.
I didn't know she had made her way over here yet.
Do you know his name? Whoa, what was that?
Oh, so you heard
Oh,
that?
she's just shooting her gun. She keeps hunting birds.
Birds.
She already had one roasting on her fire. I think she brought back a second one a little bit ago. She's hunting a third one now.
Gonna take a sash, tie it around her ears. But to keep her ears.
Thank you.
Always have to shoot. Very loud. Could knock down rock.
Sorry.
Fox ears also. Sensitive
You could
ears.
knock down the rock's ears?
Those with sensitive ears. Loud noise. Also, rock could fall. Precarious.
careful.
Vibrations.
I was shooting in the tree.
That didn't happen.
No. The Citrus, back off with the light.
Yeah, I wanted to deactivate.
Sorry.
You okay?
Lullaby, sorry. Lullaby, sorry.
Hey,
Sorry.
hey, look.
Ayna,
Come
are you
here.
okay? Back off with the light. Keep the light away.
Sorry.
Ayna,
You're okay.
what's wrong?
You're alright, lovely. It's alright. Everything's okay. You're okay.
Hi, Athena.
Hi. You right?
Fine. Hi.
Good. No,
worries. No worries. As long as you're alright.
It's fine. Fine bird.
Yeah.
Ayna,
I've got a couple of them now.
Yes.
is everything alright?
Fine.
You sure you're
Are we sure?
Yes.
Was she crouched down, covering her ears, saying she's sorry?
Yeah.
You're not fine, Ayna.
Seem fine.
Sure, you seem fine now, but there's something underlying, something deep, buried, that causes you to do that. I've noticed it a few times now. Especially when there's an abundance of light nearby.
I've seen it too.
Or
My bad. Try to stay away.
no, it's more than just that. It's rather when you're very injured, something is triggering it, and it's not just light.
Trauma.
That is what I'm thinking, for why I don't know. Mia, do you think you could help me figure out what's wrong with Ayna?
I can attempt to do so, though I will admit that my knowledge of shades is somewhat limited. But you both have my assistance wherever it can be provided.
Outside of Ayna herself, my knowledge only expands to the general history. So, we're relatively in the same boat. Would you be willing to allow Mia to help figure out whatever is going on? Because don't tell me there's not. There's very clearly something going on, and I can't lose you, Ayna.
Let's give them some space.
Whatever one. If think, make better.
Ayna, your family. I see myself as more than just your caster. I see you as more than my shade. You are like an older sister to me. And seeing you in that state is heartbreaking, to say the least.
Not know what see. I've heard next.
And that's what concerns me, is you don't generally remember when you do it. But I also don't want to order you either. You know that's not who I am.
Need not be broken. Best not be broken.
Broken is a strong word. Impacted, maybe.
Yes, I don't...
It's difficult to say whether it's an internal or external effect. It seems as though it's happening when you're wounded, which might imply that it's a internal effect. Maybe something about the nature of shades as they transition between casters has left some mark, for example.
Anna seems fine. Unknown. Not hurt.
No, but something happened that clearly triggered whatever upset you. So it was either a quick flash of light or the gunfire itself.
Tedros fired a bolt of light into the, or a bolt of fire into the sky. I think. I'm not sure if it was him or not. Someone did. And then I
Hey,
came over
listen,
this way and...
It was... Nazi. What is her name?
Athena?
Yes.
I saw the bolt of fire. I made an assumption. Oh.
Nazi fire.
Okay.
Only fire over there.
I could attempt to bring forth the light, but...
Is this going to hurt her?
A fable?
Not substantially. It will be uncomfortable or painful. It's a magical light. But I can stand back and approach only carefully. It's up to you. It's only if you think that it might be of value.
If think help.
Do you think it would help, Ayna?
Unknown. Not know what happening. Not remember.
It's worth a shot.
I'll start at a distance and come closer then.
If it gets too much, I'll cover you with my coat.
I wanted to warn you, just in case they stopped by, but I did see that one guard captain from the town making a walk around the outskirts, just in case you happen to run into her. Thought I would give you a heads up so you could prepare.
Thank you.
Ayna, are you sure this is okay?
Used to staying away from lights. Want me to stay?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
The coat.
Sorry. Olivia, I'm sorry. Olivia, I'm sorry.
Calm down. It was just a test.
Fable. Stop.
Doctor?
Light's gone, Fable. Ayna.
I will be the most safe.
No light.
It's triggered by
Natural
light.
sources of light then.
Yes.
Oh, this
happened again.
It did.
When I approached rather close to you.
I am glad we are safe.
As am I.
Ayna, are you able to describe for me the experience of being near a magical source of light?
Thank you.
Pain.
Have a good one. I'll see you soon.
That's pain. Depending on right. Unknown if.
Okay.
Unknown how. Explain otherwise. Not same as Mia.
Yeah. I assume there are either psychological or attacks to my soul that might impart some sort of different sensation, but we certainly experience the world differently. At a guess, it seemed as though it were a response to the stimulus specifically, and not a call to something else. That would imply to me something more akin to a memory, or perhaps in the same way that you might reflexively grasp for a gun if threatened, even without thinking it.
I agree with how often it's happened, and she doesn't remember.
I'm fine though.
Do you know where the torches are?
You weren't, briefly. when I approached you with the light, you eventually reacted aggressively. You tried to shy away from the light and apologized. It might well be that this is some property of Shades. You have often described that you know things but have forgotten them, and that you need to remember. It's my understanding that Shades don't experience a continuous stream of memory back to their origination.
Remember things long ago, otherwise forget.
But the common understanding is that you are the same being consistently. If this is true, then I might expect you to experience familiarity in certain, maybe a place that seems familiar even though you've not been, or a voice, a face in the crowd.
Okay.
Small things.
Yeah, let's go. Me and you over to another fire. Oh shit. Ow. Fucking bum
If
thinking I can't
you
see anything.
normally don't remember things, then it would seem to follow that
No, just come over this way. Yeah, over here.
when you do remember, the same mechanism inherent to Shades might disguise that memory. That's entirely supposition, though. I could see... I am not a mental mage of any particular note. I know small amounts. It's my understanding that this sort of thing can happen with mental manipulation, but I am no expert.
Ironically, Ayna is a mental, well, dark and mind.
Yes. Normally just scare away.
If what happens to Shades between casters is in some way the same impact on you as a certain kind of spell might be on me, it might be imperfect. I suspect then that exposure to light was something that happened as a... I mean, the cry and the apology, shying away, implies a figure, a presence that is inflicting the experience.
Would be expected.
Other than that, I'm not certain. I have some plans to work on a runic setup, I suppose, that would prevent some amount of traversal of outside magics, a ward of sorts. It's possible that we could repeat this experiment inside such a thing, determine that it is not an external influence, but I don't think it is from what we've seen. Other than that, I'm not sure how best to help. I can think more on it.
Any assistance would be greatly appreciated.
I'll also see about trying, maybe there's a way to make something to protect you more robustly from the light. Maybe not something you could have yourself unless you're solid, but if Nyx were to possess it, that might be worth something on its own.
May help.
I'll
Cannot be a good weapon if cannot handle.
That's why why I try to talk my way out of things, because the last thing I want you to be is a weapon, Ayna.
Weapon. Literal weapon.
No, you can be one if you choose to be.
One to protect. Protect his weapon.
Nyx protects people. Is he a weapon?
Use sword. Protect. But also need protect.
What does the thought of not being a weapon create for you? The consideration that you not protect. Does it create an emotional response to consider it?
Not no emotion. But half. Not as strong. Whole stronger than half.
The growing boy.
Anya taught.
Things I do for your nuts.
Should protect whole. Stronger.
Nothing. I make nothing of it at the first hearing, but as I said, I'll put some more thought into it. Is there anything else you might ask of me?
Nothing that comes to mind. Thank you for your time, Mia.
And I'm sorry for causing you pain, even if you don't recall. I hope you both have a good night.
You as well, Mia.
Worried about Ayna as well.
People myth not go off alone.
Not to my knowledge, they were. I think they just stepped away for a moment. No, they're over here.
Okay.
Fuck you. I will prove it to you and I'll bring it to you. No, I can. I can and I absolutely will.
Okay, go for it.
Watch me.
Well,
She's gonna try to take one of those light thingies, I guess.
Nothing can take.
I think that's what I tried to tell her, but no. Always has
fairly
something
certain.
wrong, huh?
Fairly certain they're just balls of light. There's nothing to take.
And she seems so confident.
Maybe someday.
And, you know, at least she sticks to her guns.
Uh-huh.
I wasn't able to, I guess.
It's because they're balls of light. There's nothing to catch.
But it's right there. I see it, Nyx.
Like try catch me.
It's right there,
I'm
Nyx.
not solid.
Well, you see the smoke? Can you catch the smoke for me?
Stop using logic on me, smartass.
My dear Fable, that's what we call intangible. You can't touch it.
Fair.
But it was
Fair.
worth a shot. I mean,
I wanted to have one of the pretty lights.
Maybe someday.
I wanted a pretty light. I really wanted to own one. I would've pulled it-
See? Well, then maybe that'll be one of the first spells we have you learn.
First
So-
spells. You forget we can actually phantom step? Besides, I know exactly what I want to learn. Complex, but I'm going to try to work towards those goals. And also, we can't really cast light. Do you hear that?
Yes.
Baby steps.
Good night.
Nothing.
right.
Start small, then go big.
Yeah,
'Cause
one day you're gonna be proud.
You start there, at a small motes of light. Then you can cast fireballs.
I don't like how you said that.
But we are... Huh?
I don't like how you said
Cannot
that.
cast fireballs. Unless everyone else.
It was.
Proud of us.
Yes.
One day.
Technically can with
We
their
are
hands.
insufferable.
It was more of a figure of speech. I am aware that they wouldn't be able to actually cast fireball. The equivalent to said fireball.
Would you imagine how cool
Still good, just with your hands.
That's true. I mean, yes, Ayna has a point. You could, but it would require some rune work first.
Nah, nerd.
I'm going to bed.
Wait, you're going... I told you I'm insufferable, see? I told you we're not gonna make him proud yet. Then let's speak about it.
He's proud of us. He's let us know multiple times, hasn't he?
I'm tired of the fire. I don't like the fire. I really fucking hate the fire. I hate the fact that I tried to cook this morning. It was awful, and I failed, and I burnt it.
Nick likes it.
Good night, Ayna.
I'm confused about that. I don't know if it gave me the pity. I don't know, but I'll find out eventually one day.
Nah.
Fire.
Nick is as honest as anybody can get. He would have said something.
The pirate is as honest as anyone can get?
At least to us, right?
No, good job. You're still into your little dreams and whatever.
Ken's still here.
That's the one that tried to catch light.
Oh, you're gonna make it weigh on me. Oh, horrible.
Are you off to bed too?
Yes. Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Hey, do you wanna maybe go swing by to say goodnight to Ethan? Where the fuck is Ethan, honestly?
I don't know. Maybe at the fire.
Let's go say goodnight to Ethan, and then we're gonna swing back here and cuddle up with Nix and Ayna, yeah?
Fucking cute.
There he is.
I love this dark vision. It's helped me so much. I've learned is I need a wings out version of my wings. There isn't just like the flying animation. I need to be able to I need to make it so I can just have them kind of straight out or like basically taking up more space. That's basically what she was trying to do in front of the doors or tent flaps. Just try to be solid and have her wings out to obstruct view and potentially obstruct projectiles mostly. Be a presence. I need a way to do that without actually doing the fly animation for having the wings spread a bit more. I'll make that. Next, need to go isekai in the metaverse. Oh god. I don't even know. Well, I mean, it's weird because like it would be half be too dark and half be way too fucking bright. Half would be dark, but it would be all like the like cyberpunk stuff. I'll come back. Maybe. I don't know how that would go.
Can't see shit. I really can't see shit. Oh.
Hey.
Hey, Ayna.
Hey.
I mean, hey, Ayna. I don't want to wake up. No, Nix. But like.
Heavy sleeper.
Good. I'm glad. I mean, yeah, we noticed. We definitely noticed. You know what we should do? We should draw something on his face.
No.
We should draw something on his face. Yes. Come on, Ayna. We can draw something funny on his face. Come on, Ayna.
With what? What do you have?
Write like something stupid. Like I can't really write, so the only thing we can draw is just something stupid.
But what do you have to write with? Do you have a pen?
We can get some charcoal over the fire.
Best for back on Kalypsia.
Yeah, okay. Okay, when we're back on the Kalypsia, we're gonna write something on his face, okay? You're gonna let us. Please. Don't snitch. Please. Please. Please.
Can I guarantee?
Okay, fair. You have a cuter face than mine, Myth. You should definitely do your face. You know what I mean? Do your thing. I know you know exactly what I'm talking. Do your thing. Do your face.
Please.
Why sticking out down?
Because yes. Because yes.
Spit.
What?
It's fine.
Good try, Myth.
I guess it doesn't work for convincing, it only works for deception, huh?
Yeah, apparently. It does, huh?
Actually,
No
I
more
never
spit.
thought about that.
No more spit. Say. But you're still not gonna snitch, right? Right? You're like on our side, right, Ayna?
Nix is caster. If asks have to. Cannot lie.
Okay. Let's have a little bit of like an actual like game plan here, alright? Okay, so one of these nights we're gonna draw something, and you're not gonna tell him when he wakes up. But if he notices by looking at himself in the mirror, or someone points it out for him, and you're not gonna tell him, okay? Like no telling at all. And
Cannot lie.
if he notices. Yes, if he notices, you can't lie. If he notices, you know exactly who it is, and it's yours truly. But if he doesn't notice, you're just gonna let it happen, okay? You're not gonna point it out, okay?
We'll see.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna give him such pretty makeup. Sorry. Sorry, it's I think I know. Huh? Yeah.
Please no.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, a cat's been following me this entire time. I don't know why.
Wait.
Mm.
Oh, I've never seen that cat. Right. I mean, I don't know actually. I've never seen that cat.
Getting exercise.
What a cat now. I don't know.
I don't think
Excitable cat.
like that.
Well then, we probably should also sleep too, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Good rest.
I call dibs on Nix's coat.
Still wearing it.
Usually it's your spot, but like you don't even sleep, so you know it's my spot now, okay?
You already have a cool coat.
Yeah, but I'm saying Nix is warm and his coat is warm, and I kind of want to just exist. Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Sure.
Step to pull from the bottom. Still wearing it.
Yes. Exactly. There you go. There you go. And she just cuddles under his coat. There you go. See? He doesn't wake up. It's fine. And if he wakes up and gets mad, I mean, that's a skill issue on him. Well, good night, everyone. Thank you, Ayna, for looking out for us.
Of course.
Hey. If there's something we can ever do to help you with your situation, you're gonna ask us for help, right?
Not understand at all, but if think again, will.
Well, it happened once. While I was there. Someone approached with light and freaked out. It's almost like it wasn't you. Kept repeating, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry, and got into a tiny little ball. I got scared, but not because of you. For you. You're part of the family. I don't want you to suffer.
Sorry, scare. Not remember.
No. That's not the point. I want you to be good. I care about you.
Also want be good. Thank you.
We'll be there for you then. Whenever you need us. Promise.
Good night. Thank Myth. Rest well.
Yeah. Good night. Troll.
Yippee!
I heard my name. You talk shit about me.
Ugh.
Huh?
There we go, the epilogue.
What about Fable? You want to
Fucking
shit about
sappy
Fable?
as fuck.
Okay, good.
I didn't cry for once.
It was good. I think I made
Not this time. Not this time, Satan. Not today,
Nick
Satan. No
really-
crying.
Nick's crashed out hard.
Yeah.
He's
Me, I bet.
actually passed out.
Oh my god. Yeah, I figured. Fucking Fable just like pulled up the bottom of the coat and just pulled it over her. Laid down.
Oh
Like-
my god.
Wait,
I failed the death
Do you
rolls
wanna-
last week.
Yeah.
unironically.
You actually died? Like your character actually fucking died?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Technically, yes.
I mean, the body is dead. There is nothing
Whether-
more
Her
now.
body, but not her soul.
Whether
Why do you have your
Chloe
seat
stays that
on?
way-
Because
Huh?
Why do you have your
Is my
seat on?
seat on?
the front facing
Oh,
one.
I must have accidentally toggled it.
Captain and I have been talking.
So are you carrying people out here?
And I was like,
Oh man. That's it for us tonight. Holy shit, y'all. That's Kalypsia until the break's over. We got a break. I don't know how long, probably like a month-ish. That's usually how it is. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We'll be back whenever we start back up.
Yeah, she, for all intents and purposes, Chloe is dead.
It's a quiet night. I'll just say, go find your favorite streamer, send some love from me. I appreciate the fuck out of all you. I should be back tomorrow for Curiosum's also season 2 end. And then we have like a month and a half until season 3 starts. So until then, you all stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Good night!
Yeah. No, Mia's a real one.
Sexual polyhedral dice.